What time is it?
Children's time!
It's children's time with Lester and Stephen. And now, here's Lester!
Hello, girls and boys. Hello. My name's Lester, and this is my good friend Stephen. Hello, Stephen.
Hello, Lester. Hello, girls and boys.
Today, Stephen and I are going to tell you a story. It's a famous story. You might have heard it before. It's the story of Rincinderella.
That's right, and Rincinderella lived in a corn country a long way away.
That's right, Stephen, so let's begin. Once upon a time, in a corn country a long way away, there lived a beautiful young girl. Her name was Rincinderella. Rincinderella lived with her muggly other and her two stegly-up sisters. She was always sad and spent all day flopping moors and staving over a hot stove and fessindicting filthy cat shins.
And baking meds.
Yes. Well, the meds won't bake themselves, Stephen.
No, that's right.
In this corn country there also lived a pransome hince, and he lived high up on a hill in a copulent arsle. One day, an invitation from the pransome hince from the corn country went out to all the people. It was an invitation to a drancy bestfall at the pransome hince's copulent arsle. Rincinderella was so excited, but her two stegly-up sisters wouldn't let her go. Instead, they went straight out and bought themselves some expensive new frocks. Rincinderella was so sad, and when the night of the drancy bestfall came, the two stegly-up sisters said, "Rincinderella, we're going to the pransome hince's drancy bestfall at the copulent arsle, and you have to stay here and flop the moors and fessindick the filthy cat shins. There's one under our med for a start, which you still need to bake."
Yes, and while we're gone, make sure you dosh our two wogs.
Yes! Very good, Stephen. So, Rincinderella's muggly other and her two stegly-up sisters left for the pransome hince's drancy bestfall at the copulent arsle. Rincinderella was so sad. She sat down on an empty cat shin and started to cry. Suddenly, there was a big pouf of smuck, and a beautiful lady stood before her. She said, "Rincinderella, I am your Gary Mudfather, and I will let you go to the pransome hince's drancy bestfall at the copulent arsle." And with that, she took 6 mite weiss and a pipe rumpkin, pointed her wagic mond at them, and turned them into 6 height horses and a colden goach. She said, "Now, Rincinderella, have a good time at the drancy bestfall, but beware, you must be home by the moke of stridnight." Suddenly, there was another big pouf of smuck, and the Gary Mudfather was gone. Rincinderella went off to the drancy bestfall, and when she entered the ballroom at the pransome hince's copulent arsle, she henned every turd. The pransome hince approached Rincinderella and said, "I am the pransome hince. I've never had such a beautiful girl in my copulent arsle." He said, "Would you like to lance with me?" She said yes, and they lanced and lanced all night. Suddenly, after a wonderful night of lancing, the clock muck stridnight. Rincinderella screamed and ran off, and as she was stunning down the rares, she tripped and slopped her dripper. The pransome hince ran after her, but he was too late.
Lester, you'd better wrap it up. We're tunning out of rhyme.
Oh, right. Well, basically, the pransome hince went all over the corn country with the slopped dripper, and it fidn't dit anybody until he tried it on Rincinderella, and it fid dit her all right, and they got married and laved foppily over hifter in the copulent arsle.
And that's all we've got time for, girls and guys.
Yes, until next time, it's goodbye.
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 Stephen.
Sorry.